In this video, we're going to explain to you the Reservations tab that is found within your planner page of your trip. Now, as long as you have selected Tab View on the right-hand side here, you'll be presented with all these tabs. The Reservations tab, starting from top to bottom, all these different functions. The email import is if you want to go ahead and take the URL of this page and put it on your supplier's page, so that way you can import a itinerary or reservations. This is what it's used for. Now, we are currently trying to expand on this, so if you notice that one of your reservations is not coming through, please let us know and we'll take a look at it. The plus add button here is for you to quickly add a hotel reservation if you want to do it very quickly. And then below here you have all the different icons for the different services that we provide here. So for example, we have different transportation icons here for you to go ahead, different transportation categories here for you to go ahead and click on, and it will open up a reservation card for that as well. Up here, you can go ahead and add an expense. You can title the expense that you have on this trip or on a reservation, give it the date, the amount, and then you can go ahead and attach this expense to one of the reservations that you have already made. For example, like if you have a hotel reservation and you've gone ahead and paid for some flowers and wine to be inside the room, and you might want that as an expense, you can go ahead and dictate that by using this function here. After that, you just put the currency if there is going to be other currencies. You can select travelers if you wanted to be associated with specific travelers that are in a hotel reservation, because you might have a group of people in it. And then below that, more descriptions and more internal notes for your team to go ahead and see. Press save, and this expense will be showing up on your reporting. Below that, as a shortcut, you can go ahead and put specify services for each day. So this is basically used only at the beginning of a trip when you've come here and all you have are your days. So if you want to go ahead and check mark different boxes here for the different days, it will create these little tabs down here, like this one, as a reminder for you to book this service, activity to be booked, luxury to be booked. So as long as you click on this here, you can go and have those little mini tabs show so that they are there as reminders for you to do it. One thing I should mention though, because people usually have round trip flights, you don't have to put the flight on the first day and on the last day, because by making this first one, you can simply dictate when you're making it that it's a round trip, and the return flight will automatically show on the itinerary without you having to check mark the last day. This same goes with the accommodation. You're going to put the checkout date anyway, so you don't have to check mark the last day of this hotel of when it's checking out. Transportations, transfers, you can also do it on the transfers. If it's a pickup transfer from the airport and a return back to the airport, you can do it in the same way. You do not have to check mark the last day. As far as these other activities and tours and dinings are concerned, because they are usually going to be starting and finishing on that day, you would just check mark it and that would be fine. You'll be provided a reminder to go ahead and fill out the details of this reservation. So as we scroll down, you are going to go ahead and see pre-trip dates. Now, pre-trip dates means anything that is outside of your core dates. The core dates of this trip is the 19th to the 23rd of 2023. So if I have some people in this group or a couple of individuals that are arriving prior to December 19th, this is where you are going to list their reservations. You can list as many reservations as you want here. At the end of the day, it's an area where you can simply make reservations that are outside of your core reservation dates. Day 1 is going to correlate with the date that you have up here, December 19th. All the way to the right hand side, you have a plus add button, which you can go ahead and start picking any of the services again with this method. And once you click on it, it will go ahead and open up this reservation card and you can start working on it. If you have used this button here with all the check marks, then you won't have to do this because you have already had these little mini tabs reminding you to go ahead and book these. So go ahead and click plus add. It'll ask you what type of accommodation it is. Select and it'll open up the hotel reservation card so you can begin with your reservation. So as you scroll down, it's very important to notate that everything is in chronological order. What you have to pay very close attention. So if you want transfers to be showing after this flight, you have to make sure that the transfer is showing after 8:05 p.m. that this flight is arriving. So if as long as you do that, then it will show the transfer reservation below it. Now I don't have any transfers added here, but it's very important to notate that everything that you reserve here should have a time next to it so that you can have it in the proper order here in the reservations tab, but also on your proposal and your itinerary. As I'm scrolling down, you can just see different reservations that I've made, which I'll explain in how on how to make different reservations. And then finally at the bottom, you also have your post-trip dates for the people who are leaving after the core dates of your trip, or who are doing something else after the core dates of your trip. And this is a simple explanation of the Reservations tab with different icons showing how many of each type of these reservations you have. And also, if you just want to look at reservations alone, just press here. Or if you want to look at it as a day 1, day 2, day 3 option, you can look at it there.